my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now! 180! 180, we're good! 180!
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
First carry now for McFadden. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
We got 4.
On 3rd down, McFadden. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, son. Yo, lady.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Finding fouls complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
65.
A first down throw, Darnold going for it all. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
53, Mike. Topper! Check 4.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say.
Darnold, he lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run, McFadden, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Watch the whip. Express. 53. Express. Check 53.
They try again with McFadden. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Pilot, 64, weak. He's checking crack. 80. 51,
back to throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's McFadden. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Go Chiefs.
Now a play fake. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 734.
On 2nd down, McFadden. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Stop me alone, hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You can't block me. You can't block Monday down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Go, go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. Check, check. OP, OP. Shoot right. Slam. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing again. Carr being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Play action. Now it's Carr. Forced out to his left. He'll let this thing go for... And that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
A give right to McFadden. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
93.
Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Lady. 50's the
Now Darnold. And going deep for Hill. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Cannon. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Jim, man, 80. Jim. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. You go 6'6", pull it high.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run. McFadden. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3 down. Wide, get wide. Kill.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. McFadden. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Here's Darnold. Gets this one to him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Buying time to his left. He can run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Carr keeps it on the sneak.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go.
And this is caught. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll let McFadden try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the carry, it's Cannon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Darnold. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Strip that ball. 49. X3, 218, chopper.
One more time, it's Cannon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He fights him off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. That's up.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now McFadden. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards on the ground. Now a run with McFadden. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Carr escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 180. Mark 30 yards. Mark 30 yards. 180.
Now it's Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. second down and 10. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now another one thrown incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the drive with McFadden. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Running again, and again it's McFadden. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 92 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let McFadden try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. McFadden again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Seal that, seal that, seal that. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. kill, kill.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Oakland, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.